For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fiber website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 44 of the Football Manager series here on the Chesnoy Gaming channel. We are, as you see this, on January the 1st, 2018. In game, we're January the 4th, 2020. So it's January transfer window in real life. It's January transfer window on FM as well. We have actually a really good amount of money to spend for the level we're at. £4 million for a club in League One is almost unheard of. So we've got a lot of money to spend. We've already brought in Jamal Blackman. We've got a couple of loan deals potentially going through as well. Also a new signing of Adam Federici hopefully will be finalised in the next few days too. And then it's a case of selling players on that don't want to be here, replacing them with players that do want to be here. Might not necessarily be as talented, but they will be, hopefully, putting 100% in on the pitch, and that will actually make the difference for us. We have improved the situation here at Reading since arriving. When we got here, they were down in 20th, and we were able to pick them up a victory against Luton and shoot up to 16th. We have been slowly on the rise, although a little bit of a dodgy spell the past couple of games league-wise. We are actually on a 3-game winless streak, but we drew 0-0 against Barnsley. We haven't scored for 3 games, so I want to try and rectify that. We have Shrewsbury to start us off today, and then it's Northampton, Bristol Rovers, Mansfield, Bury throughout the rest of the window. But how many games we'll play today, or in the next couple of episodes, I'm not sure, because obviously we're prioritising a lot of transfer work right now. So I'm going to drop my attention back to my Twitch chat. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more FM stuff, or of course any FIFA Career Mode stuff that is coming to you on the daily. But for now, I'm going to continue on by addressing my chat, trying to improve, and hopefully we can start with a decent victory against Shrewsbury in the FA Cup. Right, let's get cracking, lads, shall we? We're favourites, apparently, despite the fact that Shrewsbury are in strong form and have the only victory, or have victory in the only game that has been played between the two teams so far. We'll start Jamal Blackman in goal, but I'm waiting for Adam Federici to get in. I'll play Bacuna at right back, and we'll go Ilori and Paul McShane as per. And then, actually, Tyler Blackett's back now. Yeah, I'm going to start Chris Gunter as well instead, actually, I think. Matt Cricks is a ball-winning midfielder, and then Richie Towell. He's been in good form recently, Richie Towell. Now, on the right, I'm tempted to put Leandro Bacuna in there, but Modou Barrow's been okay. Let's go with Modou Barrow. At Cam, continue with Sone Luke. I'm desperate for a Cam, though. This is where Izzy Brown's going to come in, hopefully. Now, I'm tempted to start Mate. I think I will. I think I am going to start him there. He hasn't played at all for me so far in this save because he wasn't registered when we arrived here at the club. But Bacuna and Roden, Jordan Much can go on the bench as well. Tyler Roberts and Sam Smith. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yep, good. Makes sense to me. Submit Deem. Right, here we go. Oh, let me turn the alerts back on because I've just seen that we got a subscription there and I missed it because the alerts were off. I apologise, Rift. Thank you very much for your 2nd subscription in a row, mate. Very much appreciate it. Thank you. Apologies that it didn't trigger the notification. Like I say, I had them switched off for the YouTube intro and just hadn't quite switched them back on again. But thank you, mate. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to continue your subscription support. I'm just going to calmly say we owe them. Chris Gunter looked to switch off, but he's in poor morale, so we don't need to worry too much about him. I have no idea which way this is going to go. I'm expecting a Shrewsbury victory, if I'm honest, but we'll just have to wait and see. Why did I get sacked by Sevilla in my off-stream save? Because I didn't get the results needed. Thank you for the bits, Ashley. 100 bits. How did Cambridge do yesterday? We won by a goal to 0 at home against Barnet, thank you. Apologies for Chelsea beating Brighton, though. Sorry, Ashley. How's it going at Rangers? All right so far. At some point, maybe at the end of the stream, I'll quickly show you how things are going at Rangers, if you like. But we'll concentrate on this save for now. We're playing with a pink ball, which is odd. That's Mata. Sano, he's got runners. Lovely ball through. Modou Barrow, 1-0 Reading. He's offside, it doesn't count. It's a good move though. Playing well so far, 20 minutes in. Christmas was good, thank you, J Jods. I hope all of you guys had a very good Christmas. I just wanted to rebuild my reputation at Rangers. I won League One with Blackburn, and then halfway through the second season in the Championship, got the job at Borussia Mönchengladbach. I don't know how. Then moved from Borussia Mönchengladbach to Sevilla, and then didn't really do much with Sevilla. I was sat like 9th or 10th, I think, by the time they sacked me. So I decided to take a lesser job to try and win some silverware, boost my reputation again, and then move back up to a bigger team. No, I started at Blackburn down in that save. I started at Blackburn Rovers and then won League One. That's a good first half, a dominant first half, but happy with the. Why would you react negatively? You've dominated, you just haven't yet scored. Stuart with the 30 months in a row. My man, 30 months in a row. Thank you very much, Stuart. Still supporting. I appreciate it. That is the longest term support. Thank you, bro. Wow, 30 months. 2.5 years. God damn. You got a new phone Christmas Day. What phone did you get, Ollie? There's been a multitude of Van Dijk stories thus far, and I'm not sure what to make of any of them, so I can't really comment at present. I want to... No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. I thought about making a change, but I'll leave it. You went up to Chelsea versus Brighton yesterday. Brighton played okay, but Chelsea were world class. Yeah, Chelsea really can turn on the stars sometimes. Thank you for the bits again, Ashley. I think you are, David. Yeah, you, Stuart, and there's a couple of others that are on like that are into the 30s with regards to months. But it really is a finite number of people. A very exclusive club. Playing some great football, we just haven't yet scored. Mate, he's there with the goal at the back post. I was hoping I was going to like him. Saul's up there as well, yeah, there you go. Saul's definitely into the 30s. Me. I won't be streaming New Year's Eve. No, at least I don't plan to stream New Year's Eve. I've got people coming over. Yeah, 3 years will be at the beginning of May, Saul, I think. Actually, it will probably count as the beginning of April, because that will be the 12th month. So, your April subscription. Metal Luck has resubscribed for a 9th month in a row, very nearly in double figures. Thank you very much, my man. Some more continued support. I'm going to make a change now, just to keep legs fresh, I think. I'll bring Jordan Much on for Crooks. There's actually... Yeah. That's a deep line, a defensive deep line playmaker. He's got a donation as well. Thank you very much for that. I'll check it now. £1 from James. How is Mr. Chesnoid? I'm alright, thank you, mate. In an all-time BPL team, like 18-man squad, who in the Premier League would, at the minute, would make it like Kane or De Bruyne and De Gea? Oh, jeeps, that's a big ask to be able to come up with an 18-man squad of Premier League players over the course of like, however many years the Premier League's been a thing, like 28 years or something. Cool. That's tough. It's something I'd have to spend a lot of time figuring out. But Harry Kane would be in the reckoning for sure. David De Gea would also be in the reckoning, but as would people like Peter Schmeichel. Kevin De Bruyne is in the form of his life right now, but whether he's one of the best of all time in the Premier League, I'm not sure just yet. If we could grab a second goal, that'd be great, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Sone Luka is actually having a decent game. Takuma Asano is not having a good game at all. I really want a striker. We are looking at strikers, aren't we? A number of strikers to potentially come in. I thought Sone Luka was just going to kick that off the pitch there. Very nearly did. That's a nice ball forward. Oh, Modou Barra's in to seal it. No. We'll take a corner with 8 seconds to go. This should be the final whistle at the end of this highlight, I'm pretty sure. There you go. That is a very solid victory. Well done, lads. That's a good win for us. That was a good win for us as well. We kept a clean sheet for the first time in ages, scored for the first time in 4 games as well, and it was the man that I threw in that I wanted to try out that got the goal as well in Mate, so I'm very pleased with that. We got 70 grand for it as well. Yay. Modou Barra had a goal disallowed. He was offside. Next, one game at a time. We're not going to be trying to win the FA Cup, are we? That's definitely not going to happen. But the dressing room atmosphere is poor at the minute. But it's because there's so many players that want to leave. There's not really much I can do about that at present. I should probably give people rests as well. Thinking about it with the busy fixture list. Training, rest, 2 days. Right, now I want to put Jordan Abita on the bench rather than Harry Tofolo. There we go. But I'll start the same side that just beat Shrewsbury in the game against Northampton. Izzy Brown has rejected the low move to Reading. That's annoying. I'll ask again. Maybe at second time round he'll be like, yeah, okay. If I say key player. Come on, Izzy, do it. Do it, Izzy. I could really use you. Dean Gallen is banging in the goals. Have I got a scout report coming on him? I do. He's got 15 goals and 13 assists in all of the under 18 stuff and under 23s. But his stats look really, really average. Hello, Anselmo. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Get a scout report on you. Chelsea are our parent club, so if we can get a couple of players on the cheap from Chelsea, that'd be sick. I'll get a scout report. I'll just do it this way. Trevor Chalobah. I'm not sure I rate Ola Aina. Right, now I'm pointing out that I want a left back and I want a striker and a cam. Left back, striker and cam are the main positions we're looking at right now. Wait and see how... Here you go, Adam Federici's signing. That's great news. He's going to come in and immediately take over the #1 goalkeeping spot. Very pleased with that signing. You shall be registered. Registration. Pink. Confirm. Best goalkeeper we've got in the club now. Do, and we can send Luke Southwood back to the under-23s. Sorry, Luke. Try... Oh, I think... Oh, I didn't want to click on Northampton there. I think Moussa is probably playing regularly for Bournemouth now, isn't he? Not regularly, he's definitely a squad player though. I don't think they'd be willing to let him come out on loan, to be honest. Not at this stage. You're not having Paul Wright. You're just not. He's what, 16? 17? Reject. Stuart Sykes on trial. No. Watford make McShane bid. Now, I would be willing to let Paul McShane go, but only if I can bring someone in to replace him fairly soon. Who do we have that I could use at centre back in the meantime? We have Joe Rodon. I mean, Matt Crooks can play at centre back, but he's not going to be the best. Jack Baldwin can play there too. I have players to be able to fill in for the time being, but I'd like a little bit more than 425k up front. He's valued at 1.1 million. If I ask for 625, okay, they've accepted that. I'll say the player is currently unsettled and Federici's to be unveiled. Delighted to welcome Adam to the club. Don't have any worries. Yeah, it's a good thing. Federici, vast experience, everybody club and lift. Not going to say anything about the finances in public. Right, I'm pleased with that Federici signing. He'll probably only be here for the rest of this season and or next season as well, at most. But still, that is going to be an improvement to the goalkeeping situation at the club. So I have to be happy with that. Right, so let's have a look at transfer listed centre backs. Let me just bring up the Twitch chat in front of me so I can see what you guys are saying. Started your save at Mansfield and lost your first 2 games. ROPU. Dead thugs. Right, centre back. Okay. Danny Bath. Transfer listed by request rather than because the club don't want him. It's very expensive. They want 9.5 million. I quite simply cannot afford that. Giovanni Dos Santos, I wouldn't be able to afford either of the Dos Santos's, Guard Geek. Plus, they wouldn't come to me. I'm in League One. There's not a chance. Ryan Shot, how old is he now? 31 in this save. I could get a scout report on Ryan Shotton. Iorfa's more of a right back, isn't he? Yeah. I would be open to bringing in Iorfa though at right back. His wages are quite high though. Javi Castellano, or a CDM. Richard Keogh, how old is he now? 33. And he's playing in the Premier League. Not analyst report. Get scout report. These are just players that transfer listed. Jamie Hansen, again, more of a holding midfielder. Segundo Volante, well, that's a hell of a name for a role. Banks Landell. Get a scout report on him. On loan at Sheffield United and at MK Dons in League One and did well. Oh, don't want to do either of those things. Banks Landell. He looks alright. I like the look of him. It could be a potential. Twanzebe on loan. I'd rather buy players. Whilst we have the money available to us, I'd rather buy players. Sign Eric Bailly. Great. Cheers then. Chris Basham is 31 years old. Now Carl Bartley's an option as well. Just saw him on the list. Chris Basham is not playing very well at the Championship this season. He's not on much wage-wise and isn't valued very highly. Carl Bartley's probably on a lot wage-wise, and indeed he is. But that would be a really good coup for us if we could get someone like him. Adam Jackson at Barnsley, I'm not sure about. I will get scout reports. Barnsley having a good season though. And then we're looking at players who just aren't necessarily up to scratch further down. Right, lads, centre-back options. I'm not sure. Liam Moore's probably playing regularly, isn't he? 4 games played in the Premier League this season. They bought him from Reading for £10 million in this save. I could try and loan him, but yeah, not a chance. Curtis Nelson. Cardiff under 23s. I'll scout him. He's played 5 games in the Championship this season. He's been around a bit as well in this save. Was at Oxford, and sold to Birmingham, and then immediately sold on to Cardiff. Doesn't seem to be cutting it in the Championship, but in League One he could be okay. But do we? Yeah, no, League One will be okay because we're not going to be challenging for promotion this year, so we can get players that are good enough, you know, that would be good at League One. I'm not sure Hefela would join me, to be honest. He's played 17 games in the Premier League and he's valued at 13 million. Not a chance. Sean Raggett at Bradford City. He's on loan from Norwich at Bradford this season. He's playing well. He's only on loan. He's only on loan. 6'5", bloody hell, size of the man. He's on loan though, so it's not an option for me at present, I'm afraid. Oh wow, Javi Martinez is transfer listed. I could have a look at some of the players that aren't necessarily interested in a transfer, but we might be able to twist their arm. Reece Burke. £4.8 million asking price. We'll be able to afford him, unfortunately. I'm not sure when I'm going to stream the Dortmund series again, Ashley, at present. Sorry. Dennis Favreau. I cannot afford you. You're too expensive. I'm really keen to find out more about Ebanks Landell, actually. Scott Dan is a player that would be... no, maybe not. Javier Mascherano, bloody hell. I'm keeping an eye on the wage thing as well. Lucien Cisse. What was CDM? Charlie Mulgrew. He's more of a midfielder though, isn't he? We could play both. In my other save at Blackburn, I played him at centre back and in midfield, but his physicals aren't that good now. That's the only thing. The board have any? How do I check? What's the word I'm looking for? Like the criteria of which they judge me, like sign high profile players or prioritise set pieces. I want to bring players in before I sell players on. That's the thing. We're in the fortunate position where we can do it. Philosophies, yeah, that's it. Philosophies. That's the word I'm looking for. Is there a place where I can see that? Because if they'd like me to sign younger players or high profile players, then I can kind of prioritise accordingly, can't I? I'm not sure whether Lenihan would be willing to come, to be honest. Oh, he's just gone to Norwich in the Championship for 6 million. But he's in there under 23s. I'd be open to loaning Lenihan if they'd let me have him. Yeah. They're under 23s at the minute. Oliver Nicholas. Nope. 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 Under club issues, club. Where? Oh, on here, club issues. Oh, I don't have any philosophies. Thank you for pointing that out, Dan. I don't have any, so we can do what we want, really. Club stature still at 50%. Wage budget, we're up to 54. But obviously, I'm looking to spend that money now. I mean, I could have a look at Jamie McLaren. He's at Red Bull Salzburg. They signed him this season. I could get a scout report, but I doubt he'd want to join a club as low down as me in League One. Ben Gibson from... I'm not sure whether... Oh, he's at Tottenham now. Yep, not a chance of my signing him. First team at Tottenham. Yeah, you wrote that whole spiel, Fruit Punch, and none of the players were available in my save. Kyle Howkins. Walsall. Can't say as his stats leap out at me. Got someone like Paul Downing. Where's he these days? MK Dons. He's valued quite highly though, that's annoying. Could he be pretty decent? You're customising your Brighton team on FIFA. How so, Ashley? Martin Riley, he's the perfect poacher. Martin Riley. Well, it's also not on my save for some reason. Federico Vernaccio from Federico Vernaccio. He's at Real Betis at the minute. Just signed from Sheffield Wednesday. Oh no, it was on loan at Wednesday, sorry, first season. He's actually signed from Vitória Setúbal in the Portuguese league. He's on £25,000 a week and well out of my price range. Denial Henry, maybe? He's at Almeria now. Is that on loan or permanent? Permanent. We signed him on a free. I'll get a scout report on him. It's not on much wage-wise. Jack O'Connell. Sheffield United. He's playing regularly in the Championship out of my price range. I'm not going to be able to afford to buy players from the Championship, I don't think. We're looking for centre-backs, left-backs, cams and strikers at present. Dan Burn's going to be out of my price range. You have to remember, I'm in League One. I'm not going to be able to afford players like that. Young husband. I don't have a Phil, I have a Reese or a Samuel. Reese is a regen and he's shit. Scott Malone is an idea for left back, but he's at Forest now. He's playing regularly for Forest in the Championship. Well, not regularly, but enough. Yeah, it's not going to work, I'm afraid. We are looking at Will Grigg. We are looking at Will Grigg. I'm waiting for scout reports to come back. Adam Thompson. Oh, that was fucking spelled. Adam Thompson at Bury. 27 years old. That was League 2. I was going to say he was a regular performer last year, but that was in League 2. I'm not sure. Jack, what mark is he? He's going to be first team, isn't he? Yeah, he's first team in the Championship. Is that my price range? I cannot afford him. Aaron Pierre from Northampton. Aaron Pierre, he's still at Northampton. I'll get a scout report on him. Oh. And I don't think I'd be able to afford Alex Mowat, would I really? Oh, he's a free agent. Alex Mowat's a free agent. Let go by Barnsley. Should I jump on that? Should I offer him a contract immediately without even worrying about getting a scout report, Alex Mowat? And then just sell Sone Luco? I mean, he might not want to come to me, but I'm going to judge and see what you guys say in the chat. And we are full of yeses. Hello, Alex. Backup, £2,100 a season. I'll give you a 2-year contract. Done. Alex Mamat will join us right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Well, that's a cam. Now, Sony Luco is wanted by Sheffield Wednesday. What I'm going to do is I will offer players out. Sony Luco transfer list. It doesn't have an asking price. I'll offer him out. See if we can get some interest. Looks like Paul McShane's going to leave us to go to Watford if he can agree personal terms.